is News 3 Now at 10.
Good evening and thanks for having us in. Eric and Charlotte have the night off. We'll have those stories in just a few minutes. But first, we're keeping an eye on an upcoming winter storm. It's expected to be here tomorrow and it will likely bring significant amounts of snow. Let's go right out to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulty in the backyard patio with a look at our first warn forecast. Hey, Gary.
Hi, Brady. You know, if you're out here tonight, you think, oh, this is just a nice late December day with the fresh snow cover on the ground from yesterday and the wind's light, so it's really not all that cold. Time lapse from the WISC TV Skycam looking off toward the east shows we had sunshine for much of the day today, just a few cirrus clouds from time to time, and then the sky's been mostly clear for tonight, and you can see a full moon rising in the east, and that moon right now pretty much overhead. High temperatures today, upper 20s to around 30. Janesville hit 30, Madison 28. Temperatures in the mid-20s to our north and west. Right now, temperatures are mainly in the teens, although notice Lone Rock with the light winds, the air kind of settles down into the Wisconsin River Valley, and they're down to 4 degrees. But winter storm warnings have been issued from tomorrow afternoon into Wednesday morning for much of our viewing area from Madison on toward the southwest. Our far northern and eastern viewers under winter weather advisories. This is for about a 4 to 9 inch snowfall, heaviest amounts over southwestern Wisconsin, a little lighter amounts to our north and east. And then we also have an alert day in the forecast for Friday and Friday night, New Year's Day, because another storm system could bring accumulating snow and perhaps some freezing rain as well. Temperatures will drop to about 11 by tomorrow morning as skies cloud up toward morning, and then we'll see cloudy skies with snow developing mid to late afternoon. Our high temperature of 29 probably won't occur until tomorrow evening, and that's when the snow will be falling at its hardest. I'll tell you what we can expect as that storm system moves in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Gary. And for the latest local weather information and forecasts on the go, be sure to download our Channel 3000 weather and traffic app. It includes all the latest weather information and road conditions right from your phone. Just search Channel 3000 in your app store. Well, here's the thing. Some of the roads around the city are still a little wet from yesterday's snow. And Madison street crews say that could be a problem if they don't dry out by tomorrow.
Have to play it by ear, because who knows, maybe we'll catch a break and the roads will be dry by morning and we'll have enough time to get out there. A lot of it's just sort of playing with what Mother Nature gives us and responding and getting our crews out there to keep the roads as safe as we can.
If the roads stay wet, they say they'll just have to tackle the snow as it comes. If that's the case, they say some of the salt left over from yesterday could help with melting the snow on the roads. The Village of Marshall is taking preemptive measures, already declaring a snow emergency for tomorrow. It'll be in effect from 8 p.m. until 9 a.m. on Wednesday. When a snow emergency is declared, no street parking is allowed during the declaration or until it has been canceled. The city of Madison is pleading with people to stay off the city's lagoons and ice rinks until they're declared open. On its website, the city says while the ice may look frozen, going out on it is not safe and actually slows the opening process by damaging the ice. The city adds it has been unable to open several rinks, including Tenney Lagoon and Elver Hockey Rink, because of the damage. Surviving the pandemic is tough enough on restaurants as it is, but especially as we head deeper into these winter months. Restaurants are having to adapt and evolve. Jamie Perez has an update on how outdoor igloos are performing for the restaurants that use them.
Definitely warmer than outside. Can't feel any of the breeze. Yeah, it's nice.
This is Sarah Thielen and Dennis Barr's first time trying out one of the igloos at Carbon 4 Brewing on Madison's north side. They're just two of many people who are keeping this business afloat with steady traffic coming in daily.
It's giving people a way to sit outside without being outside.
Katie Herrera is the taproom manager here. She said when the igloos launched about a month ago, business was slow, but with the holidays, it's picked up. Now they're booked almost every day.
We have to evolve. This thing isn't going anywhere, and we've been given the tools here to evolve with the pandemic, and we're doing it.
Herrera said after every person leaves the igloo, it's about a 20 to 30-minute window for staff to fully clean and disinfect everything. A similar process also happens at Cafe Hollander.
They've been doing really well. We're really excited. They are fairly new for us.
Manager Nativity Townsell said they've even added a special menu for the igloo reservations and made the process completely contactless, with customers ordering online.
I think that they're helping us to survive. It's encouraging people to come out and spend more quality time with the people that they love, as well as helping us and the other businesses around here.
While a slowdown in business is inevitable during the winter.
That is industry without pandemic. But what I think we've got here is really special, and we're giving people the opportunity to get off their couches in a very safe and comfortable manner.
Businesses and first-timers say they're happy with the experience, something that can help local businesses and a safe option to leave your home.
Definitely try it out. It's a nice little, something different than, a little more comfortable going out. You're not like in a restaurant around a bunch of different people.
In Madison, I'm Jamie Perez, News 3 Now.
Well, igloos do require reservations, and they come at a cost. It ranges between $35 to $55 for 90 minutes. The restaurants say they have to charge to be able to keep up with the maintenance of heating them throughout the day and to support them during a slower time of the year. Next at 10, a developing story. An active death investigation is underway in the town of Sun Prairie. Dane County officials responded at about 3:20 today to the Pierceville Road area. That's about 6 miles southeast of downtown Sun Prairie. Authorities have been on scene all afternoon and evening, including a mobile command center. But authorities weren't able to share many other details. We'll continue to follow the story throughout the night, and we'll have an update on News 3 Now this morning and on channel3000.com. The Winnebago County Coroner's Office in Illinois has identified the 3 victims killed in a mass shooting at a bowling alley in Rockford this weekend. The shooting happened the day after Christmas at Don Carter Lanes. Well, today, the medical examiner has identified the victims who died. All of them are men ranging from 65 to 73 years old. 3 others were shot, a 13-year-old girl, a 14-year-old boy, and a 62-year-old man. A vigil is scheduled to be held at the bowling alley tomorrow afternoon. The suspect is identified as 37-year-old Duke Webb, and he's now facing charges of murder and attempted murder. He made his first court appearance today, where his bond was denied. He's an active duty special forces in the Army, and his defense attorney says he will be evaluating him for PTSD.
He is in the U.S. Army. We take that very seriously. There are some indications of PTSD and brain injury, but he'll be evaluated by a doctor for that.
Police say they believe the shooting was completely random and that Webb didn't know the victims. They say Webb is from Florida but was visiting the Rockford area. According to the Army, Webb joined the military in 2008 and was on leave when the shooting happened. As the city of Kenosha waits for a charging decision in the Jacob Blake shooting investigation, the police chief and mayor wrote an op-ed for the local newspaper this weekend. They don't know when the decision will come down, but when it does, they're prepared. Adriana Mendez reports.
In a city that has seen heartbreak and destruction after the August 23rd shooting of Jacob Blake, Kenosha also witnessed community members coming together, calling for change and asking for peace. Just days after the shooting, Joe Biden, now president-elect, spoke to local activists at Grace Lutheran Church. The church's Reverend Jonathan Barker says he knows a lot of people in Kenosha are still hurting, and he is praying for the district attorney's decision to bring justice.
I hope we can get justice for Jacob Blake. I hope we can continue to get justice for our black and brown communities around police reform.
Kenosha's district attorney has yet to announce if Officer Rustin Chesky will face any charges. In Sunday's edition of the Kenosha News, the city's mayor and police chief authored an op-ed. It reads in part, quote, "Regardless of the decision, people will have differing opinions and strong emotions about it. That is everyone's right. Whether you agree or disagree, we ask that you express your opinions peacefully and lawfully. We will not, we cannot tolerate the kind of violence we saw on our streets earlier this year, and we will take definitive steps to protect our residents and businesses." Reverend Barker, like most people in Kenosha, says he is anxiously awaiting the DA's decision.
If we don't get justice, our community, where you're standing here in Uptown, is going to be incredibly hurt.
That was Adriana Mendez reporting. In the op-ed, the police chief and mayor go on to write that since early summer, they've been working with different organizations on a course for Kenosha. They say they are doing a good job in many areas, but are working toward continued improvement. Back in Madison, police have yet to identify the man whose body was found this weekend in Rindall Park on the east side. They described the body as a man in his 30s who had no permanent address, but wouldn't release any further information. People out for a walk found the body near the bike path Saturday morning. Still to come tonight at 10, we'll check back in with Gary with your updated forecast ahead of tomorrow's storm. But first, 2 major developments tonight in the House of Representatives as lawmakers push for larger stimulus checks. Stay with us.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $179. That's $179 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
'Twas the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
Took down the tree. That means it's time to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon. Get Explorer with 0 for 72 financing plus $2,500 cash back and $2,000 trade assist during the final days of the Built for the Holidays sales event.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
News 3 Now takes you inside Wisconsin's COVID crisis, beyond the statistics.
I just can't even imagine how scared and how anxious my mom must have been.
Hear deeply personal stories of people who've experienced it, including one of our own.
Names behind the numbers. Friday at 4 p.m.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, Chris Reese will continue to track a storm system that could affect your commute home. And we're continuing our look at the top stories of 2020, including the protests and unrest that changed the conversation about race here in Madison. See you then.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Home Depot is recalling almost 200,000 of its ceiling fans because the blades can fly off while in use. It's the Mara ceiling fan in matte white, matte black, and polished nickel finishes. The Florida company that makes the fans has received 47 reports of the blades disconnecting. Home Depot claims to have sold 80,000 of them between April and October. Boeing's troubled 737 MAX is set to carry U.S. passengers again for the first time in nearly 2 years. American Airlines will use the jet on a round-trip route between Miami and New York tomorrow. The 737 MAX has been grounded since March 2019 following a pair of deadly crashes. Two other U.S. airlines also own the 737 MAX, United Airlines and Southwest, neither of which have added the plane to their schedule yet. State health officials confirmed more than 1,400 new cases of coronavirus in Wisconsin today. That's a noticeable drop from yesterday's total of nearly 2,300. 26 more people have died. 7-day average positivity rate has increased slightly to 24.6%. The COVID rapid response testing sites at UW campuses across the state are being extended until mid-January. UW System President Tommy Thompson says the extension was made possible by additional funding from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. According to a release today, more than 166,000 tests have been administered at the sites since they opened in early November. Some of the highest risk people in Wisconsin are next in line to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Well, starting today with nursing homes. Pharmacies, including Walgreens and CVS, are responsible for transporting and administering doses of the Moderna vaccine to about 200,000 of Wisconsin's long-term care residents and staff. Nearly 100 residents in New Glarus received theirs today.
It's been a very difficult year, not letting, these residents see their loved ones, their family. We've been their family for the last 10 months. this vaccine is a little bit of light at the end of that tunnel.
Well, this process is expected to take a couple of months, starting with the nursing home facilities before moving on to assisted living facilities. Another COVID-19 vaccine could be on the market soon. Today, Novavax announced it's starting phase 3 trials of its vaccine in the U.S. and in Mexico. The trials will have about 30,000 participants, ages 18 and up, including people from different races. The company says some people will get 2 injections 21 days apart, while others will get the placebo. Democratic Representative Gwen Moore from Milwaukee says she's tested positive for COVID-19. In a tweet this afternoon, she says she's feeling well and will be isolating, adding she does not foresee the diagnosis disrupting her work. COVID-19 has now claimed more than 334,000 lives in the U.S. That's 1 out of every 1,000 Americans. And tonight, relief is on the way for millions of Americans hit hard by the pandemic in other ways. Skylar Henry reports.
Sunday was the busiest travel day at U.S. airports since the pandemic began, prompting concern from healthcare experts of a surge on top of a surge.
I think we're now in a viral tsunami.
With ICU beds still scarce, California is expected to indefinitely extend a stay-at-home order for most of the state.
Today is an answer to prayer.
On Monday, Florida began offering vaccines to those aged 65 and up.
We're going to have a lifetime. You know, we can see the grandkids and travel and do what we want to do.
To date, more than 2 million Americans have been vaccinated against COVID-19. The federal government had aimed for 20 million people by the end of the year. Here on Capitol Hill, House lawmakers aimed for more financial relief for struggling Americans.
The bill is passed.
The House passed a bill to increase stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000.
Putting money into the hands of the American people is a boost to our economy.
I worry that this whopping $463 billion won't do what's needed.
The president demanded higher stimulus payments when he signed the coronavirus relief bill on Sunday. It's not clear if the Senate will take up the measure.
I am telling Donald Trump, don't just talk about it, act. These Senate Republicans have followed you through thick and thin. Get them now to act and support the $2,000 checks.
The Treasury Department is scrambling to distribute the relief that's been approved. The first payments could start going out by the end of this week. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Also tonight, House lawmakers voted to override the president's veto of the critical defense bill that funds the U.S. military. If the Senate also votes to override tomorrow, it'll be the first veto override of Mr. Trump's presidency. Well, Gary's back with the forecast. A snowy last few days of 2020.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've got 2 storms to deal with. One for late tomorrow into Wednesday, and then another one for New Year's Day. We have alert days in the forecast for the first storm, looking for heavy snow at times tomorrow night with about 3 to 7 inches of accumulation by early on Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday, the light snow and freezing drizzle will taper to flurries in the afternoon. Now, there could be some minor additional accumulations in the morning hours, and there could be some freezing drizzle with temperatures dropping below freezing during the afternoon. That could lead to some icy road surfaces. On future track, skies will be mainly clear for much of the night before clouds move in by tomorrow morning. You can see the snow moving in from the southwest by tomorrow evening. That continues through much of tomorrow night and then starts to just taper to some light snow and flurries by early on Wednesday morning. We'll also see some freezing drizzle mixed in there as well. And notice how skies actually start to clear a little bit later on Wednesday night, and we'll probably see some clearing during the day on New Year's Eve, and that will actually give us cold temperatures. But notice clouds developing down to the south. That's the next weather system that could affect us for New Year's Day. The snow for tomorrow, heaviest over southwestern Wisconsin right now. Most of the computer models in pretty good agreement that the heaviest snows should be west and west-southwest of Madison, probably some amounts close to a foot over central Iowa. The storm will be weakening a little bit as it pushes to the northeast, so the amounts will be a little bit lighter here, but definitely a winter storm warning type situation. So winter storm warnings in effect for Madison and Dane County back to the southwest. Then there are winter weather advisories for much of the upper Midwest, and that's through at least noon tomorrow. Then we have that alert day for Friday and Friday night for New Year's Day. That's for the next storm system. Computer model forecasts show a couple of inches of snow from the European computer model. That's probably tolerable, but the problem there is that it also could contain some freezing rain, with a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of freezing rain, which would result in significant icing if that occurs. The storm is coming almost right out of the Gulf of Mexico, so it's got a lot of moisture with it, but it also has some warm air aloft, and that could set up some freezing rain. The USGFS computer model, a little bit higher on the snow totals, maybe some 4 to 6 inch amounts in a few spots. The icing potential, a little bit higher to the south and west, but still a potential for up to maybe 2/10 of an inch of ice on Friday afternoon. So either way, could be very icy in spots on for the first day of the new year. Our storm for tomorrow, developing to our south and west. The center of low pressure is still back in New Mexico. High pressure will have to move out of the way before that storm can move in. So that's why things are pretty quiet for tonight. But you can see temperatures right now mainly in the teens and single digits to the north and west, below 0 over northern Minnesota. And then we see a warm up as we head into the new year. Notice the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook calling for above normal temperatures, and we'll see some of that early next week. For tomorrow, a high of 29, cloudy skies, snow developing from west to east late in the afternoon. 7 to 10-day forecast, you can see again that snow possibly mixing with some light freezing drizzle on Wednesday before changing to flurries. A quiet day for New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day, the next weather system with the potential for snow or freezing rain. And then as we head into the start of the following week, notice those temperatures back up into the lower to middle 30s when the average high temperature should be in the mid to upper 20s. But unfortunately, the problem is that we're just dealing with 2 storm systems, one to end the year and the other to start the new year. Can it get any better? I hope so.
This is a time of year that I'm glad I live in an apartment. I don't have to worry about shoveling.
I don't have such luck.
Let me know. I'll come help you, Gary.
Okay.
Thanks. Well, just ahead on News 3 Now, the Badgers fall in Big Ten play for the first time this season. What went wrong in the second half? Saxon next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When you have 0 worries and 0 stress, there are 0 reasons not to get into a Volkswagen. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Jetta S today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Menards is your plumbing headquarters. All Morton water softeners are on sale. Eliminate hard water, leaving you with softer skin and cleaner clothes. This Wi-Fi-enabled softener tracks your water consumption, now $449.99. Get your softened water to the right temperature with Richmond water heaters. This 50-gallon electric water heater is Wi-Fi enabled and will shut off the water if it senses a leak. Now, only $599.99 at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
Bone chilling, backbreaking, breathtaking. Winter weather can be a lot of things, but it should never be a surprise. Watch News 3 Now for an accurate forecast you can trust day in and day out. And when safety is an issue, you'll hear about it first and fast. First Warn Weather, always reliable so you can plan your life. News 3 Now this morning brought together chefs and owners from struggling local restaurants.
Without assistance, a lot of us aren't going to exist in 2021.
Your holiday helpings are already making a difference, and continued support can help keep these vital community businesses alive. Learn more at channel3000.com.
At News 3 Now, we've been asking antenna viewers to rescan TVs in order to receive our boosted broadcast signal. If you're still experiencing problems after rescanning, you may need to install a UHF-VHF combined antenna. For more information, please go to channel3000.com.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now. Get more local news now with Channel 3000 Plus, our free digital streaming service that brings you area news and info 24/7 from the News 3 Now team. Channel 3000 Plus. Download it today and watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
When you have zero worries and zero regrets, there are zero reasons not to get into a Volkswagen. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and use the 2021 Atlas V6 ST Tech 4 Motion today. 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 due at signing.
The last time Wisconsin lost at home, nearly a year ago to Illinois. Since then, 15 straight wins at the Kohl Center, and that couldn't happen tonight because everything was going right for the Badgers. They're fresh off their first win in East Lansing since 2004. They're up to number 6 in the country in the latest AP Top 25, and the Terps are winless in the Big Ten. Fortunately for Greg Gard's squad, they didn't play like it. Second half, Badgers down 1. Nate Reavers slams it home. Another quiet night, though, from Nate. The big man finished with just 8 points. 2 minutes ago, Scotty down 4. Demetric Trice makes it 1 with that triple. He dropped a game-high 25. And that's the closest Wisconsin would get. Dante Scott takes it hard to the rack and dunks it on 3 Badgers. UW loses their first game in league play. 70-64 is the final, and it won't get any easier. Up next on Thursday is a Minnesota team that's coming off wins over Iowa and Michigan State.
I thought we were a step slow all night on both ends of the floor. Why? I'll watch the film and try to dissect that and figure it out and help these guys get a little better.
They needed this one, so we knew they were going to come in and be aggressive, and it was just the fact of how we responded to that and if we matched that energy, and the end of the game pretty much told that. We just needed to be we know we have a target on our back and we need to be more aggressive.
Before last night, A.J. Dillon had 24 carries to his name. Against the Titans, he rushed the ball 21 times for a career-high 224 yards and scored the first 2 touchdowns of his NFL career. The Packer rookie made the most of his opportunity and had a breakout performance in the snow. But there is one thing he knows he needs to work on, his Lambeau leap. Dillon's 2 attempts, well, didn't grade out too high.
Man, I was just so excited. I think I might have jumped from too far. I don't really know. Our first rule is no excuses, so I'm not going to say anything. That's definitely just like me in the run plays and pass pro. I got to go look at film and, figure out how to, do better next time. I'm looking forward to when fans are back next year and everything, and they can help me up there a little bit.
Now, a win over the Bears on Sunday, and the Packers clinch home field advantage. Bills can't get that in the AFC, but they can and did sweep the Patriots for the first time since 1999. Their head coach that year, Wade Phillips. 38-9 was the final of the night in Foxborough. We're back after this.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your teachers.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay
is what we pay. Not a cent more.
Because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
This is the big one, folks. The Brothers Maine Everything's on Sale sale. Right now, you'll get everything from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana with blowout savings, like a Maytag washer for $3.99 and a Maytag dryer for just $3.99. And you'll always get more from the More store, like our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. The Everything's on Sale sale, with more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction on everything. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Unity Point Health presents things you need to know about healthcare workers. They're real people just like us. They have houses and families, and they like to eat spaghetti. At least I bet they like to eat spaghetti. They care for everybody, even people they don't know. They might worry about getting sick, their family, their patients. Tell them thank you by wearing a mask and social distancing. Thank you, healthcare workers. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Nice sleep center, Bob. But what is a Bobopedic?
I could tell you, but I'd rather show you.
Oh, Bob's got a feel for your budget.
They deliver right to your door. With 30 years of sleep experience,
the best warranty, and so much more.
Bob's Bobapedic. From your head down to your feet, it feels like no mattress you felt before.
Wow!
Uh-oh.
Bob's Bobapedic.
Took down the tree. That means it's time to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon. Hurry to get Flex Buy on Fusion with 0 for 66 financing plus $1,500 cash and $2,000 trade assist, or lease for just $199.
2020 has been a year unlike any other.
And as we navigate the holidays, we hope you find joy and comfort
in the smiles of loved ones and the laughter you share.
In the tastes, smells, and sounds that kindle warm memories.
And in cherished family traditions, both old and new.
Here's to those who can't be with us. And until we can be together again, wishing you and yours a happy, healthy holiday season from all of us at News 3 Now.
Stay updated on coronavirus vaccine information with News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
It's kind of like we're cramming all of winter right into the next couple of days.
Yeah, we've had a couple of storms so far this winter, but it's tough to end the year with one and start the new year with another. Things are pretty quiet right now. The storm that we're watching still way off the map to the southwest, back over New Mexico. Temperatures right now, upper teens, although down to 3 degrees in the Wisconsin River Valley in Lone Rock, where the air just kind of settles and cools down. But notice winter storm warnings already in effect from tomorrow afternoon through Wednesday morning for much of our viewing area, with winter weather advisories to the north and south. Future track snowfall. Looks like the models are trying to shift. This must be the very latest computer model forecast, trying to shift the snow a little bit farther south. Could be looking at about 6 to 8 inches, mainly south, mainly west and southwest of Dane County. And then we have an alert day in the forecast for Friday and Friday night for the first day of the new year for another storm system that could bring accumulating snow and perhaps some freezing rain as well. Quite a mess.
All right, thanks, Gary. Thanks for spending this time with us, everyone. Have a great evening.